everybody. This one here is going to be quite a bit different from the other things I've already put on here. So I like to fix things and the knowledge and all, but this one here is more about kind of fixing issues if you're trying to put on size, especially if you know you're a smaller guy and all, where it's going to be most effective and all. But I found a long time ago in the 1970s bodybuilding magazine a way to put on basically a half inch of muscle in a day. I know it sounds crazy. Many people are skeptical about it, don't believe it, but I've done it numerous times. It does work. I don't care what they say. If you don't believe me, then have the guts to try it before you want to comment on it and believe that it can't be done because it can. I've seen it done. Basically, here is the paper here. I'm going to try to put it in a couple different times to where hopefully when it's in front of the camera, you can pause it, maybe print out the things, read it more on there, but I will read out what's on the paper as well. But you'll be able to tell even by looking at this thing, this is an old piece of paper. And that's because, like how I said, it's from a 1970s bodybuilding magazine. And I've had it for many years. But this does work. And you will have to take a lot of time out of your day to make this happen. This is not for somebody who's not serious about trying to put on size and all. It definitely helped for me because for the longest growing up, I think all the way through high school, about the most I weighed was maybe 135, 140 pounds. So I'm dramatically bigger than that, nowadays at this point. But here's basically how the title is instated on this. So is it possible to gain up to a half inch on any body part in any workout? So yes, in our research training, we have developed a method where you can gain up to a half inch on the arms or any body part, but this advanced training should only be done by advanced trainers. Wait until you finish the famous universal bodybuilding 3 month training period, as they say. So you're not going to want to do this all the time, but you will be able to beef up and do these things. And as far as that training goes, bottom line here's what that is. You want to be able to be training on a fairly regular basis before attempting this stuff. It's not something you want to jump in and try to do just beginning to do this. So this is for somebody who trains on a normal basis, like how they said, advanced trainers, not a new beginner to where you're going to do something that's probably going to hurt yourself by attempting this or get frustrated and claim that it doesn't work when it does. And that's what it states here. Beginners should not attempt it as their bodies are not conditioned for this type of training and probably will not gain from it. So somebody who's maybe tried it before, maybe that's why you haven't actually been prepped and had your body prepared to be able to take this type of training on. It says how to gain up to a half inch on your arms or any body part in one day. This program should be only followed one day out of the month, as this is very tough on the body, but you will gain from this system. Number one, you train the entire day pretty much. Set aside 12 hours, example 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Number two, you train every hour on the hour, training time about 10 minutes. Number three, the idea is you keep a continuous muscle pump on your muscles all day. This pump will force your muscles to grow. Number four, every hour of the day, you must consume 20 grams of protein. If you're over 200 pounds, I'd advise more like 30 to 35 to make for sure it's more effective. Take it right after your training session. This is done right until you go to bed, if it's that time with that. You can eat cottage cheese, tuna fish, steak, liver, very good. Or if you like, you can make a supplement, high protein powder, which for most people is probably going to be easier than trying to eat all that food. Mix the powder with half and half, and you have a terrific high protein drink. 3 or 4 tablespoons of protein plus 3 or 4 ounces of half and half, cream and milk, if that's something you want to do. You got to remember, too, this is from the 70s. Number five, remember, you must take these protein snacks every hour, as this is going to make your muscles grow. If you do not take it, you probably won't gain anything. You're having to do this as you're getting your micro tears in your muscles to be able to replenish them to help them with this growing process. If not, you're just going to be really, really sore the next day. All right. And we are on number six. Remember that this is just a 1 day system. After 1 day, the gains stop.
but it can be repeated one day every month with good results. Number seven, you pick just two exercises for one body part. You do only one body part all day. An example, arms. Barbell curls, 2 sets, 10 reps. Tricep press, 2 sets, 10 reps. Or regular chin ups and chair tricep push ups. You may, if you like, do one set of curls and then tricep presses and so forth. Number eight, you eat your regular 3 meals during the day. Also, it's a good idea to have a few vitamins throughout the day. Also, taking honey throughout the day will give you the energy you need if you deem it necessary. And number nine, what it basically says is let us know how you make out. And me, I've had great results all in all. I would advise this though, if you're really wanting to try it on a regular monthly basis to move around the body part that you attempt that on. This is what I've seen every now and then with that you might plateau a little bit more as far as sticking with the same part. But if you keep moving it around on different parts of your body, that's when I didn't really, seem to have the issue with it. That's my personal experience and recommendation from what I experienced that try a different body part, each month that you want to do that. Don't just stick with the same one, personally. But that said, the program does work. You can put on a half inch of muscle in a day by doing this. The rest of this here is basically, food supplements and stuff that they're talking about. But you already have the program now, basically knowing the way to do that from what I stated. But you have to be serious about it. Set that time aside if you really want to get this done. So, what food supplements do you recommend? Supplements are a great value. They definitely force your muscles to grow. Many men simply cannot find the time to eat the proper food, so they turn to supplements and obtain results that are really quite unique. The supplements we recommend are the following: high protein, taken 4 times daily, 20 grams each, and vitamins with minerals, 2 tablets a day, they say. Anyways, that's basically the summary of this stuff as far as the actual program itself. So it's just stating on the backside, more or less, best times to train, so on and so forth. It's nothing really to do with that actual half inch of gaining on there. So I'm not going to go through all of that. You have that laid out there for you. I hope you have good results like I did from all the times that I've actually done this method and trained with it. And it's been very beneficial for me. And I've had great results with it and all. So give it a shot, see what you think. And this is something that is completely natural. It's just protein, no steroids involved, none of this juicing or anything like that. So smaller guys, if you're struggling, all stay away from that stuff. There are other options that do work. Don't put yourself in jeopardy, your heart, and you know your mental state as well. To where you're putting yourself at risk for possible roid rage or doing something crazy or things that you're going to regret later on that could substantially take years off your life. Anyways, good luck. Hopefully, this helps you. Let me know how you make out. I know it's worked for me, so give it a shot and put on a little bit more size. Have a good one.